Hello everyone and welcome back to the Katsukai channel. This is going to be a little bit different because it will be voiceover style. I wasn't feeling too well, to be honest, as I was filming this, so kind of wanted to just put the manga in front of the camera and just worry about talking later. But before we get started on the manga, I just wanted to say thank you all so much because this channel recently reached 200 plus subscribers. Yay! So really exciting since my goal this year was actually to hit 100. So it was nice to reach that goal and exceed it. But yeah, I'll just be showing you all manga I've gotten over the past couple of months as well as a fun thing in the middle, but I'll end my chatting and let's get to the manga. Alright, to start us off, I'm going to be doing the Josei Shoujo miscellaneous category. So we have here volumes 4 through 9 of Perfect World, and I saw a good deal for these on Mercari, so that's why I picked them up because I've really been loving the series thus far. I believe I'm on volume 3 right now, so soon I will be getting to this, but really excited to see where this goes because like I've talked about on this channel before, I feel like this is a different take on a romance involving a main character with a disability. So excited to get into that. And in the first couple of volumes I've read so far, there's already like drama, and there could be like love triangles or squares with 4 people going on. So definitely excited to get into that, and I'll let y'all know my thoughts. Next we have a chunky one. This is Paradise Kiss by Aizawa, and since I've been getting into Nana as of late, I wanted to see more works by the mangaka, so I picked this up. And one thing I love about Aizawa is the art style, so still some of the beautiful character designs I've seen in Nana, especially this character right here. I need to find out who she is, but excited to get to that soon. Next we have Orange, and this was kind of a random pickup. I think I saw it in Target and I was like, oh, this is not a title they usually pick up. So I decided to pick it up there, and I believe this follows one main character as they get a letter from themselves in the future talking about things that are going to happen to them and their friend group. Always a good recommendation on MangaTube, so I had to check it out. Next we have Lost Lad London, and when I saw this in Barnes & Noble, I had to pick it up because as you can see here from me flipping through, there's not a lot of character designs like this in manga, so wanted to see what this is about. And it's kind of like a murder mystery, and I liked it so far, so volume 2 I'm going to be picking up soon. This is Downfall by Inyo Asano, and I've heard really good things about this mangaka. Not too much about this specific one right here because it is a tragedy, kind of following the main character as his, manga series is failing and his marriage is failing amongst everything at the same time. So kind of curious to see how the story wraps up, how it progresses, and I want to read more works by the mangaka as well, but I'm going to start with this one. Last in this category, I guess, is Let's Go Karaoke. I didn't know if this was a BL or miscellaneous. I don't know, so I just tacked it here. But to be honest, I don't know really what this is about. I just kind of flipped through, saw the cover, and I picked it up in Barnes & Noble. But I'll let y'all know how that goes after I read it. Welcome to an exciting part of the video. I don't know where I'm gonna put this yet. Maybe tack it on the end or put it in the middle. I'm not sure, but this is exciting because this box right here, let me move the box cutter out the way. This box right here contains my first Buyee Japan order. So this is really exciting because I've never used a proxy before to order things from outside the country. I believe sites like Haramio, that's the only other site I use for international goods. There's no proxy there, it just comes straight from Korea. So this is really exciting because I got to use Amazon Japan for the first time to order these items. I'll link a couple videos I watched down below of some individuals going through purchasing things from Buyee Japan and how they did the shipping and all that other stuff. I believe the two people I watched are part of Manga Tube. I believe KK-chan is a girl, is one of them, and Nana's Dreams. Both very great channels, definitely check them out. I'll go ahead and unbox this and show you all what I got. Start with this green one. This looks exciting. Okay, this is really exciting. So I believe what this translates to is more than the physical. This is a yaoi BL. It follows these two characters on the front, and one of them is an administrator or like a TA or something at a college, and the other one is a freshman. And they meet at a club, and he knows that he works at the school, but he didn't know that he went to the school. They have like a one-night stand, and it's like they see each other the next day at school, at the school, and they're like, oh shit. And it kind of follows their relationship from there. But yeah, this one is one of my favorites. I've read it many times, scanned. I don't think this will ever be released in English, so I just went ahead and bought the Japanese. So first is a very exciting one. This is Kuroko's Basketball, the Japanese manga. So in Japanese, it's released like single volumes, not like omnibus like how it is in English. So this is volume 14, the cover that has Almine. The reason I got this was purely for display. I'm sorry, a plane is going by. Give me a second. I'll give the plane a second. Okay. Before the plane rudely interrupted, what I was saying is wanted to kind of use this one as a display and kind of give myself a little bit more room on the shelf. I have this one of the omnibus facing out. Still need to go ahead and read the series, but thought this would be a fun one to have because it has Almine on the cover. All right, next is another fun one. This is, oh wait, wrong way. This is Kuroko's Basketball Extra Game, and this is, I believe, the manga that follows the movie. So if you're not familiar, there's a Kuroko's Basketball movie called Kuroko's Basketball Last Game. I don't know why they're called the Vorpal Swords. If anyone knows, like, comment below. Like, why are they called the Vorpal Swords? But anyway, I saw this on somebody's Instagram on like Manga Insta, and I was like, what the hell is this? I have to have it. Look at this picture. Oh, look, it's today's lucky item. I still think it's so cool how it's like a continuous picture between both volumes. It's like super cool. The sun is starting to rise. It's early in the morning, so sorry if the lighting is changing quite a bit. Last but definitely not least, a big reason why I did this order, other than the Kuroko's Basketball Extra Game, is This is Under My Skin, so it's the same mangaka that did More Than the Physical. You can probably tell because the character designs are pretty similar. So this is probably my top like yaoi ever. I've read this so many times, scanned. It follows two characters. So we have this character here who is a office worker, kind of like reserved and everything. He goes to a mixer and meets this character, and he kind of makes a move on him and all that stuff, and he's just like, I don't really like this guy because I feel like he's just exposing me and everything, and their relationship kind of builds from there. I feel like it's very realistic on how two people would meet. Look at that. Oh, see, even like the cover of this is just, move the flap. Super amazing. Here are a couple panels. This is the character I was talking about. So they meet at like a mixer. Super exciting to have this a part of my collection, and it looks so beautiful in person. I'm like so happy. Hope you all enjoyed all the fun stuff I ordered from Buyee Japan. Definitely would order again. I know this was a good experience. It came pretty quick. Excited to put it on my shelf with the other manga I have. And yeah, but anyway, let's get back to the main part of the video. So for the second half of the video, we're going to be going into our Shonen and BL manga. So to start off for our Shonen, we have Kaiju number 8, volume 4. And this one probably has to be my favorite cover out of all of them, to be honest. That's one thing that Kaiju number 8 gets right, is the covers, as well as you can see here, these beautiful color pages and everything like that. But to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed with this volume. Not to give anything away, but I feel like there is a reveal in here that could have been revealed better, but hopefully once volume 5 comes out, it could catch back up for me and be better. Next, we have Hunter x Hunter Volume 1, and I'm excited to get into this series because the mangaka recently announced that he's going to be starting up the series again, so interested to see how this reads versus the anime, because I have seen all of the anime already. And another reason I picked this up is I saw Kite in this volume a lot, so I'm curious on how he fits in Volume 1 because I swear he came along later. Here we have a couple volumes of Real, so we have volume 3 and 6, and this series has been one I can already tell is going to be top 5 with reading just one volume. I know. Am I jumping on a hype train? I don't know yet, but really liked reading volume 1. I've kind of paused on reading just because I only have a few volumes in my collection and I don't want to read everything I have, but excited to get further into this, and as well as picking up Slam Dunk as well, because I believe it's also a basketball one too, so yeah. Next we have, I believe this is a seinen if I'm not mistaken, but this is Hell's Paradise Volume 1, and this is a little bit different from what I normally read. I believe the kind of concept is a little bit darker, but kind of wanted to get into this because I saw the anime was coming out soon, so wanted to start reading this and getting into the series. Lastly here, had to pick up the newest release for Tokyo Revengers, as this has been one of my favorite series to read all year, and absolutely been enjoying this series a lot. Didn't give y'all a lot of panels just because I haven't read this yet and I didn't want to spoil it too much, but highly would recommend this series or the anime if you haven't seen it. To start us off for our BL, we have Anti-Romance Volume 1, and this one was pretty good, not gonna lie. It kind of reminds me of, what is it called? There Are Things I Can't Tell You, but a less spicy version. And yeah, I had a lot of fun reading this one. It was a lot of yearning, I guess, in this volume. However, this series has a pretty slow release. I honestly don't think Volume 2 is coming out until spring or summer next year, so not sure if I'll be keeping up with this one. Next, we have Volumes 1 and 2 of Fangs, and these covers, especially volume 2, has to be up there with favorite BL covers of all time. But anyway, would highly recommend this series. I did read this online, oh gosh, a couple months ago, and I really enjoyed myself, so wanted to pick up the physicals and reread. But this is a spicy BL, but it's not all about the spice. It talks a lot about relationships, friendships, grief, and things along those lines. So would highly recommend this series if you haven't checked it out already. Next is On or Off by A1, and this is a super popular series, so I was really excited to pick it up in physical form since I really enjoyed reading the digital when I did read it, I think, oh my gosh, like a year ago or something, but also excited this is all in color as well, so excited to get into this series again, and I believe the new volume comes out soon, so. Next we have Scattering in His Virgin Bloom, volumes 1 and 2, and it is complete at 2 volumes. This one wasn't my favorite BL of all time. I did pick it up because I was in the mood for an Omegaverse, which is what this is, but it didn't like this verse of the Omegaverse, if that makes sense. So I did like the character design as well as I really like the Omega character, but I did not like the Alpha character, just how he treated him and how he spoke to him, and I just did not like the dynamic, so probably won't be keeping these in my collection. Next we have The Vampire and His Pleasant Companions, and I really did enjoy this first volume, so I'm probably going to pick up the other 3 because the series is completed at 4. Loving the art, look at the cute little bat and the dynamic between the 2 main characters so far, so excited to see how it progresses and how it wraps up after 4 volumes. Next we have Escape Journey, and this one had been on my radar for a while now. First because of the covers and spines. I love how they're all this like in your face neon color, but also just the story as well. So this follows 2 characters that were previously in a relationship, I believe, like in high school or something like that, and things fall apart. We don't know why, and they reunite in college. So I'm excited to see kind of, you know, how they pick up their relationship from it falling apart and where it goes from there. So yeah. And last but definitely not least is The Titan's Bride Volume 1. This is one of my most anticipated releases all year, and the reason I was so excited about this one because I believe The Titan's Bride was my first ever yaoi. I think I had saw like a post about it on Instagram and I was like, what is that? So I started to read The Titan's Bride scan, so that's kind of how I got into the world of yaoi. But I believe this is in the isekai category because the main character was summoned by Caius to be his bride, a la The Titan's Bride. Alright, this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed seeing all the manga I've collected over the past 2-3 months or so, not sure. Let me know if you like this style, just like the voiceover style, if you want it to be back to the old way where I'm kind of like chatting as I'm unboxing the manga. Let me know. Once again, thank you so much for 200 plus subscribers. I really appreciate it and just love all the support I've been getting over the past couple months on my channel. And yeah, happy holidays as well. Merry Christmas if you're celebrating, and I will see you all soon in a new video. Bye.